What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Gonna be playing a game on TCG today, and I'm messing around with something a little bit different today. I've got Ho-Oh EX, the old Rebirth Ho-Oh EX, in my expanded Ray list. This is something that has been seeing a little bit of hype around the internet lately, so stoked on that. But this deck is pretty cool. This is my own list. Just now am getting to testing it out. It kind of is piggybacking off of my older expanded Ray list that was playing Let Loose Marshadows and Skyfields. I think Skyfield with Rayquaza is really good. Things that limit your bench with Ray can be very troubling. Just limiting yourself to like 3 Pokemon with Parallel can be bad. You really need to be able to flex your bench out, especially with Rebirth Ho-Oh. You need plenty of bench space to be able to pop those Ho-Ohs out into play and to be able to accelerate more energy. So there are just a ton of cards that I want to fit in this list. I really want to have Fighting Fury Belt. I really want to have Field Blower, but there just is not room for everything. So I had to make some consolations here. But I did squeeze a Delinquent in here, which I think is pretty cool. I think Delinquent is just a good card in expanded format. Catch your opponent off guard. They got 3 cards in their hand. And Delinquent just very powerful for limiting their options. So I will gladly just, I think... see, I could Delinquent my opponent turn 1, which would be pretty funny, but I think I will just go in and Juniper this entire hand. There's not actually anything that I need there. I don't need to set up for 1 or anything like that. That's fine. We do have an egg in the discard pile now as well, which is really good. So let's just propagate that egg back. I can then, let's see, we could discard with Ray. Do we do that first? Think we discard with the Ray first. That feels fine. Or I could comp search for like a Let Loose Marshadow. Let loose my opponent turn 1 and then get the Ray. That would be like pretty crazy. So think we'll just ship the Ray first. I'm gonna comp search probably for another Ray or for a supporter card or something like that. I don't really want to let loose. I think we'll figure that out. Let's comp search. No, let's just Ray. We're gonna Ray first, and then we'll figure all that out. Okay, so we'll grab this. Then we will Max Elixir, but I just am gonna comp search first. We want to get rid of a Grass Energy. We're gonna Battle Compressor, and we're gonna ship a bunch of these Ho-Ohs into the discard pile. So let's get it. All right, so I'm gonna ship, I guess, Ho-Oh, and another Energy, but then I'm about to Max Elixir, so it's tough, like, because I wanted to Max Elixir before I did all this. Let's see, I have 3 energy in the discard pile, 2 energy in the discard pile now, so I need to ship another energy for sure. We'll do that, and then we are going to Max Elixir. I guess I should have discarded a second energy. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. We could have comp searched away another energy instead, yeah, and then just like maybe had 2 chances to Ho-Oh Rebirth, but it's all good. We are probably playing against some sort of Trashalanche deck here, so this could go poorly for us, but maybe it won't. Maybe it won't, all right? We will definitely use this Max Elixir first. Fine with that. So we're gonna grab that Lightning Energy, and this is pretty hot, not gonna lie. I'm digging the way this deck is working now. This is feeling pretty fire. So we're just going to get 2 more. Let's see, what do I have in the discard pile now? We've got 1, 2, 3. I need just 1 more Lightning Energy in the discard. I actually don't need any of those in the discard pile. At this point, I feel like I'm just sending other Battle Compressors to the discard pile. I've got lots of energy in the discard pile already. So do I have my Let Loose Marshadow available to me? I do. All right, let's go, trusty Let Loose Marshadow. It is your time to shine. So I'm gonna get in there. I'm playing against a Trashalanche deck, so I'm feeling like it could be, you know, like pretty bad, but like, I don't know. If we let loose into nothing, then we might just be able to run them off the table real quick here, which would be pretty dope. We've got Guzma, we've got Versus Seeker. We can, the world is our oyster here next turn. We could do a whole bunch of stuff. Let's try to Rebirth, first of all. We gotta get these guys out into play. Tails, no, sad. All right, give me 1 more Rebirth, please. Get them into play, get them. All right, and we get, yes, one of these and one of these. Great. So we are rocking and rolling here. We've got turn 1, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 180 damage turn 1. That is pretty good. So feeling pretty strongly about that. I just need to find a way to, I don't know, attack or do something next turn. I have to get this fella out of the active position. I mean, he can Tempest. I'm not really trying to Tempest, though. Think that we're probably going to be rocking Guzma, especially if my opponent is going for a Lele here. We could just knock that out. We do have to be careful, though. Trash. Ooh, yeah! Gosh, will anybody just play me in expanded format? I think I might just need to start preparing ahead of time, like finding opponents who actually want to sit down and play, because I am tired of Scoop Nation out here just scooping it up. Not to say that I'm not also guilty of that, because I am. But, you know, I mean, especially when I'm testing for a tournament. Like, if there's something that's not quite, you know, if something I'm bothered about in a matchup, I'll be like, no, next one. And I just will kind of throw a game real quick and go on to the next one. And I know that is annoying for opponents and stuff, so I do apologize for that. But we are playing some Hot Fuego Rayquaza GX. I'm digging it for sure. This is definitely a fun version of this deck to play, and I like that you can pair it with like Marshadow and Delinquent and some other disruption cards to really get in there early and kind of limit your opponent down while you just aggress very quickly. What in the world am I playing against? All right, so I'm gonna just probably, yeah, just go get Array and just kind of stay the course here. And Juniper, that's probably for the best, so we'll do that. And yes, I'd like to mill. Let's go. All right, we got one Battle Compressor in the discard pile. It's fine. Ship the hand and draw some new cards. All right, we got Battle Compressor. We've got Ultra Ball. I can Battle Compressor away a Ho-Oh and 2 energy. That's probably fine. We got 1 Ho-Oh as prize today, but that's okay. We can do that as well. So that's fine. Then we can also Shaman, so I don't mind that either. I can Ultra Ball away the Juniper and the Lele and just go get myself probably another Ray here. I'm just okay with that. Keep the Rescue Stretcher. We're going to just do the Ray thing. Let's go. All right, I don't actually think I've attached Return yet, so we may actually want to do that at some point, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Just burning max elixirs. Who cares? Okay, we've got Rescue Stretcher as well. Don't need that. We're just going to set up for 4. See if we draw anything good. Hopefully an energy to attach. We do got Battle Compressor as well. That's fantastic. This is exactly what I wanted. So I can Battle Compressor, ship a couple more energies to the discard pile with, let's see, Battle Compressor. We'll do 1, 2, and then probably got a Ray in hand. I could also get the Zorora into play with the Rescue Stretcher that I got, so I kind of am digging that. I've got a Versus Seeker in my hand to draw cards, so that's good. Yep, feeling pretty good here. That's okay. So let's just get those guys into the discard pile. Excellent. We will mill, I think, first. So we'll do that. Yup, let's do it. Get some more action there, fella. There we go. Get a Lightning Energy into play. That's good. Then I can bring the Zorora back. Fantastic. And well, let's just try to Rebirth. See if we can get this guy. See if we can get this guy into play. No, sad. All right. And then I think I just double up on the benched Ray. That kind of is a feel bad, but I think that's probably the right play. And we'll bring ourselves the Zorora out. Bring them out. All right, and that is it. So not quite as explosive as my last turn one, but still very good. And if we can get any of these Ho-Ohs into play, you know, we'll be just having a field full of energy. So I do like the Rayquaza Ho-Oh combo. Definitely valid. It feels bad to flip tails, though. That's just not exactly a good feeling. So that is a concern with the deck, that when you flip tails, you could just lose games on flipping tails on Rebirth. That's like not where you want to be, really. But guess the argument is that if you start trying to use Rebirth as early as turn 1, that throughout the course of the game you should be able to just Rebirth at least 1 or 2 Ho-Ohs into play, which is enough to kind of give this deck some sort of board state. Now, I don't actually know what in the world I'm playing against. This looks like it's just going to be a Tyranitar GX deck in expanded format. All right, Tyranitar GX. That should be fairly interesting. Looks like they're trying to load their energy into play with Oblivion Wing, and then they plan on trying to chain their energy with Wishful Baton, which is a fine strategy, but I plan on getting up enough energy to kind of just wipe out whatever they got going on relatively quickly. So that's what we're going to try and do. Could just attach in Guzma. That's probably for the best. That way I could just start attacking. So I do like that. We're actually just going to bring up that pesky Larvitar right there. Or I could knock out the Oranguru, but let's try to Rebirth first and see if we could get him. Oh yeah, bring him out. Get 2 energies. Great. And now we're cruising. I could Juniper next turn, Colress, Sycamore, whatever, but let's just go and knock out one of these Larvitars. Yeah, that one. That one with the Wishful Baton. Pesky Wishful Baton. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. 210 damage. Turn 2, still very good, right? And I've got this Ho-Oh in my hand, so I can easily just Juniper that, and then we have the option to do even more damage with Dragon Break. And you can see why I'm digging the Skyfield. I really just love the bench space, being able to flex out with your Pokemon. It's just such a good feeling with the Turbo Ray Ho-Oh deck. Juniper! Get them gone. Go, 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 go. And then, oh, this is insane. This deck is actually pretty crazy. All right, I'm digging it. Let's go in. We could Propagate here and Mysterious Treasure, I guess. We could grab something if we wanted to. I don't know. Let's take a look at what we got in the deck here. We can get Let Loose Marshadow out the deck. I kind of like keeping the Let Loose, so we'll do that. I only have 9 cards left in deck, so I do need to be a little bit careful of that, I suppose. Probably, yeah, I just want to be a little bit careful, all right? So we'll do that. We'll accelerate onto one of these rays back here. Attach the Lightning Energy as well, and attempt to Rebirth. Get this thing just up out the discard pile. No! Sad. All right, well, it's fine. We'll just have to Dragon Break for like 270 damage. Guess we can handle that. But that is the idea of the deck. This deck is very straightforward. You're just kind of exploding energy into play and trying to just overwhelm the opponent completely until they just lose very quickly. That's just the idea of the Rayquaza deck. You could, I guess, you know, pair it with some other things. You could put like Garbodor in here to try to lock up abilities. I mean, Raygarb was a thing back at, you know, before Worlds last year. I just don't really think that you need it. I think you just try to go in and do the deck, do the thing that the deck wants to do, which is just be explosive, very similar to the Turbo Zoroark list that I'm working on right now. You just go in and try to wipe your opponent out. Let Loose is very good. Rayquaza's Energy Acceleration is fantastic. You don't need Latias or anything like that. You just go in. The Ho-Ohs are more substance than I thought that they were going to be. I thought that they were going to be too gimmicky for the deck, but they're very real. They're very, very good in here. So a couple things I would like to fit. I would like to fit Fighting Fury Belts. Just give your Rayquazas a little bit more survivability. I think would be pretty fantastic. But I think I pretty much put the Sky Fields in where the Fighting Fury Belts would be. My argument was that they just allow you to be more explosive and take quicker prizes, which I think is what this deck just wants to do. I think I just start the Let Loose Marshadow here, unfortunately, even though I really want that card. I'm going to go in very aggressively, I think, with the Shaman and the Comp Search and the Skyfield, kind of seeing everything come together here in this hand. So I don't really need to Let Loose, I don't think. I'm just going to end up Junipering this hand. So we'll start that, even though it's not exactly what we wanted. And we'll see if we can get a turn 1 attack with this deck. Not actually playing any sort of Float Stones or anything like that. Float Stones could be good in here, but my argument is that you just have the You do have the Zorora, so you don't really need it in order to get some mobility going. You could just use the Zorora and that Thunderclap Zone ability to get some free retreat action, which is nice. So my opponent is playing some sort of Survivor deck, probably pairing it with Seismitoad if I had to guess, or not. They are playing it with Dusknoir. Are they also playing it with Toad, though? Eevees. All right, now I just have no idea what's going on, to be honest. I just, it's your oyster, it's your ballpark. I'm just playing in it, dude. The world's your oyster. Whatever you want to do, you can make it happen. The 50 hit point energy evolution Eevee. This is crazy. So that's not even the 60. I think there's one that has 60 hit points now, but my opponent is digging that one from Furious Fists. So they are going to poison my Marshadow. That's not good, actually, because I don't have any sort of cards to get him out the active there. And now I'm wishing that I had my Let Loose right now, and that my opponent's going to Stevens Resolve turn 1. I think they are planning on setting up some sort of crazy lock deck or something like that, especially with the Dusknoir. But I have no idea. We'll have to just wait and see what kind of spice they got going on for us here. See, Marshadow, wake up, Marshadow. Just be woke. No, all right, that's fine. We'll wait till next turn. You'll get him next turn, buddy. All right, so I'm thinking here we're gonna comp search away probably the Lightning Energy and the Juniper, and we'll probably just end up hitting ourselves a. I could get, yeah, we'll do that. I'll probably end up hitting something. You know, we'll be fine. We'll probably just get the. We could get Mysterious Treasure, and then we can Mysterious Treasure away the Rescue Stretcher, and then we're really, like, burning, right? We're just trying to burn as many cards as we can. I think I was hanging on to the Rescue Stretcher, hoping that maybe we would, you know, discard something off Array, but I think I'm just going all in here to try and draw as many cards as we can. So we're going to get the Ray, and then we're just going to mill, put the Skyfield into play, max Elixir to this guy, and try to get a turn 1 Guzma attack or something like that, which is entirely possible. Skyfield, let's go. All right, set up for 6 and see how we do off of that. We've got another Shaman, we've got an Energy. Could happen, but it's not looking super likely right now. It's looking like we're probably going to end up using Juniper, but we set up for 2. Battle Compressor to do it. We would be able to knock out something. We got a Ray. Ooh, if we Ray and we discard. See, I don't actually have any other energy in this. Yeah, well, you know, you live a little. Let's go. Ship it. No, all right, nothing. Nothing, huh? All right, so that's unfortunate, but we will bring the Zorora back. That's probably fine. Put that into play and then just Juniper this hand. Get it out of here. All right. Oh, I have the Guzma already. Oh, didn't even notice that I got rid of that Guzma. Okay, cool, whatever. Let's just knock something out. Fine with that. We'll knock out probably that thing. That thing is just looking awfully suspicious, and I don't like it. So we'll just take that turn 1 knockout. I could have, I guess, Junipered. I mean, Junipering does like establish my board position a little bit more, which is important. But I think versus whatever I'm playing here, I think that I want to just be as quick as possible and try to just disrupt their strategy here, especially since they're doing things like Stevens Resolve. They've got Dusknoir in the deck. Like, I just have no idea what in the world is going on or what kind of business they are trying to set up here, but I don't really like it. So let's see what they got off that Stevens. I know they got a Duskull. I know they probably got an Eevee as well. I still haven't quite figured out what it is that they are setting up here. Cynthia, is this going to be an Espeon GX and then like confuse me? Is that what's happening? And why do the Eevees have 50 hit points? I don't know. You know, you guys are right here riding with me, all right? We're just trying to figure this thing out as we go. We got Ultra Ball in our hand, so that means that I can Ultra Ball for a Lele, which is fine, and then I can just go from there, Ultra Ball, Lele, grab a supporter, and hopefully get some of these energy back into play. I think I kind of want to find a Delinquent, though. The Delinquent would be nice because Delinquent discards your Skyfields, which can get your Shamans out of play, and I do really like that. because not only does it disrupt your opponent, but it kind of saves your own bench once you get those Shamans out. My opponent's got tons of EVs, tons. Like, these EVs are busting out the woodwork, but I don't know what they do yet. Is this like an EV challenge that they're trying to fulfill? They got a double colorless on the EV. I don't actually know. I just don't know. I don't know at all. So here we go. We will gladly just do that. Grab probably Lele for Colress feels fine. I'll just do that if I have one. I do. So here we go. About to draw out the deck, at least a lot of it anyways. So that's fine. I could just Delinquent. Delinquent would be pretty insane right now if I just had it, but I don't. I think the Delinquent's in my discard pile, so that's cool. We'll just do this. Grab the Colress, attach the Grass, sweet, and draw a ton of cards, like a ton of cards. We just got a ton of cards here, but no Ultra Balls in both my Ho-Ohs, so that is very sad, very, very sad. Let's see here. What do we got in the discard pile? Just one Grass, one Grass, one Lightning. It's fine. It's feeling like it's about Max Elixir o'clock. All right, that's fine. And then we'll Ray as well. Mill 3 and just throw those down into, yeah, we want a Lightning. That's cool. And then I don't think that I actually put any other Pokemon into, well, unfortunately, I can't retreat out of this poison and attack or anything, so I gotta just do that. Yeah, we're just gonna do 180 damage. Casual, it's fine. Got lightning energy. All right, my guy, go ahead and do your worst. Show me what you got. Show me what your deck do, sir. I am very curious at this point, so I just want to know what your... Oh, it's Sylveon. It's Sylveon. Unbelievable. What in the world is this? So we've got a Sylveon Dusknoir deck with Poison and Seviper and Cynthia's, and they plan on keeping me poisoned, moving damage around with Dusknoir, using Steven's Resolve. I feel like Steven's Resolve and Magical Ribbon's like a little bit redundant, but you know, it's fine. It's their deck, you know, they probably got a better idea what's going on than I do. So, oh, also Wishy-Washy. This is wild. This thing gives your, what, if you may switch this Pokemon with a Wishy-Washy GX in your hand. Okay, not exactly sure where they're going with that. I guess Dusknoir, you may switch it with a Wishy-Washy GX in their hand. Okay, anyways, the Sylveon has become a problem, so this thing has got to go. We need to desperately figure out... Oh, there's a Juniper. Alrighty then. That'll do. I just need to flip some heads on Ho-Oh. That's probably just going to be fine. Yeah, that's, you know... There we go. Ship it. Yep, that's fine. I understand my hand's going to be much smaller. Just go. Go, 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 go. All right, so that's fine here. Who needs anything else going on? I don't actually think that I have anything worth getting out the deck. Let's propagate real quick and just check, see if there's like, I just want to see what's in my deck. Honestly, I have no idea. We have a Ray, we have a Versus Seeker, and we have a Colress and a Juniper. So I do have to be very careful because I think I am just extremely close to decking out at this point. Not even going to get the Ray just because, see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. I need to hit like, we need some heads, boys. All right, that's good. That's good. Very good. Very good. All right, we need at least like one more to knock out the Sylveon. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Or I could just mill, but I think if I mill, I lose. So, see what we got going on. 3 Rescue Stretcher. That's all of them. I can't end myself. I think I just need to. We need to flip a double head. We need another heads. We need one more. Honestly. That's amazing. Just never punished. That's cool. All right. We got there with the Ho-Ohs. That's nuts. My opponent, you know, did not deserve to get knocked out this turn. Not at all, but whatever. 240 damage. I'm not looking back. This is fine. Now we just need to not lose. So that would be probably pretty tough at this point. I don't actually have a lot of gas left in the deck. I've got 1 Versus Seeker. I need to take 2 more prizes. I just need to knock out this fella over here, that Tapu Lele. That's all I need. So long as my opponent doesn't actually knock out this Rayquaza GX, we should be pretty good. Though I can't actually draw more cards out of my deck, so I just have like a 1 in 4 shot of drawing that Versus Seeker off the top for win. But hey, you know what? At this point, I'm just stoked that we even got the knockout on that Sylveon. That should have probably just spiraled out of control and been pretty bad for me. But, you know, never punish. That's fine. Zoroark GX, look at him chilling. Full voltage, busted. Ho-Oh EX, Rainbow Burn, Rebirth. I really like the Full Art Ho-Oh EX. It's a very cool card. The Full Art Ho-Oh is a beautiful, beautiful card. This guy's relatively cheap right now, though. He's only like $2, so that's pretty cool. It's always fun to see Ho-Oh do well. This card has seen success, kind of marginal success, in and out of various decks since its release all the way back in Dragons Exalted. It was never really like a mainstay meta card. It was never really in any just like format defining decks, but it has always found its way into the fringe of some decks, much like it has here in this Rayquaza GX deck. All right, what have you got? Hello, what you got going on there? What you got going on there, my dude? Anything in that hand of yours? Saw you got that Eevee with the fairy energy, but is it going to do anything? Need to know so that I can proceed. They're going to Stevenson. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that will end their turn. They're going to get to select 3 cards out of their deck. We are hoping to top deck Versus Seeker, but I don't think at this point that there's anything that they can really do about it. We are just going to knock out whatever's in the active for the next 2 turns. Zoroark is going to give us free retreat. I could delinquent my opponent, but I don't really think that there's all too much purpose in doing that. I guess I will, though, just to remove, like, I don't know, remove my Shamans and stuff from play and limit their hand a little bit, just in case I don't get the Versus Seeker, which we didn't. That's okay. I'm going to save that Lightning Energy just in case I need to retreat anything. I'll just delinquent here. Going to discard my own Shamans, get them gone out of here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Marshadow probably. Remove all of those from play, and also my opponent's going to have to discard 3 cards from your hand. Oh, yeah. Discard 3 cards from your hand, my dude. And then that's going to be that. Anyways, excited about the Anaheim Regional Championship this weekend. Excited to bust out some expanded decks for sure. So make sure to stop and say hello if you are out there at Anaheim. Should be a good time. I'm not even worried about doing well or anything like that, though I am trying to do my best, don't get me wrong. But I am just excited to go on a trip, see some people. It's my birthday weekend, so stoked on that as well. And just should be a great time with friends. So really, really excited about that. Let's see if my opponent's got anything that can turn the tides of this game here. They would have to knock out their Rayquaza GX. If they do knock out the Rayquaza GX, I can Rainbow Burn. I could do 2 for, what, 60 damage? I would have to Rainbow Burn probably the Wishy Washy is like that's my out, I think. But they didn't have it. We got the Versus Seeker anyway, so that is good. We could just Guzma for game. So, all right, good game to my opponent. Well played. Not that one. We want that one. Very good. Good stuff. So, cool. That is Ray Ho-Oh, expanded format. Zoroark, Ho-Ohs, Rays, what's not to like? Tons of energy, Dragon Breaks for days. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check out the Etsy store and Patreon stuff in the description below. I will also show off the list here real quick so everybody could see that Ho-Oh list I am rocking. Also, make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all your TCG needs. That's it. That's the list. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a great weekend. Peace.